are just gonna have a nice chill stream here. I am not sure where. Just looking at the baby rabbits. Let's see if they're in here. I don't know if my wife moved them. Are the baby rabbits still in here, love? Mariah, are the baby rabbits in here or in there? They're in the colony? Let's go check out the baby rabbits. How are you guys doing? Did you get a goat in there? Okay, it's okay. Nope, how you doing? It's okay. Just drag the food out. We got a goat in the chicken coop. Yeah, just drag the food out and she'll come. Come on, Meme. There you go. Do you need me on guard duty? Faye?
Come on.
Hi, goats. Faye, Faye. Faye, Faye! Faye's in there now. Oh, boy.
The challenging thing with this is that I can't go in, so it's very hard to get them out.
If you could just grab the food, drag the food back out.
Well, you'll have to move that. I'm wearing a short dress. So.
Sorry.
Thanks.
How are you guys doing? And Tommy says, growing the beard back, I see. Yeah, slowly but surely, we're going to grow her back. I don't know if my wife is too impressed with that decision, but, you know, I shaved. I didn't really care for it. We're growing it back.
I don't have a choice in anything. All right.
Okay, goats. You got to stay out now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And Tommy says, the portable chicken coop looks good. Love the finished product. Thank you. And then what we're actually going to do is, for the winter, I'm going to build a tunnel off the back. So I'm going to remove some of the screen, tunnel off the back to give myself a little bit of distance for the snow to slough down. And I'm going to build a mirrored version of this on this side, except instead of having the open ground area, on this side, it's going to be floored in off the ground and walled all the way around. And then that way I could put a heater in there and they can have a heated space. But yeah, the goats love battling it out on the roof, that's for sure. Oh. Careful, Elsa. Careful, girl. And Noop said he is doing some programming. Tommy says, I imagine your winters are pretty rough where you are. Winters in Philadelphia get bad, but I doubt it gets as bad as yours do. Honestly, with the wind chill, it gets as low as like -45, I think I did the math once, -49 Fahrenheit at times with the wind chill. And the real Jesus says, goats doing goat things. Yes, the goats are wild, man. They're wild. The chickens want into the coop, but the goat also wants into the coop, which makes it tricky. Because it's like, I want to let the chicken in, but I don't want to let the goat in. Chickens. You can go in, but you can't. Come on in, chickens. We'll see if the chickens will go in. I've got the door lifted, but then I got no E here wanting in. Put some grip tape on the roof, maybe? Well, I don't actually want them on the roof. I'm going to fence the area in. You see I got some posts here. I just got to go buy some fencing and then fence it in. And Evie's over here doing her thing. What's the temperature where I am right now? I would say right now it's not too bad. It's probably like 18 degrees Celsius. So somewhere around that 68. Yeah, it's close to that 70 degrees. It's somewhere in there. The nights are cooling off a lot, but it's not too cold right now. Careful, guys. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. Hey, Beth. Some head scratches? Yes. The chickens are wanting in, but again, I got Bast here, so I can't just leave the door open right now. Not till the goats lose interest. One chicken just over on a tree. And the real Jesus says, how come you first give Celsius? I'm actually up here in northern Canada. There's my cow. We're up here in northern Canada, so everything's in Celsius in Canada. So I gotta kind of do the rough conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh boy. And that math is not direct. It's more just thinking about roughly what would it be. And Tommy says, earlier today it was pretty hot, a high of 85, but it cooled off now. Yeah, we're getting to that point up here in Canada. Like I said, I started getting my hay bales organized. Let's take a little walk. I started getting my hay bales organized for the winter because it's gonna come sooner than you know it. And like I was saying to some of you guys who've been around for a while, I gotta have a back surgery next week. They moved it up to Monday. And so I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. There's my hay bale over there. The baby rabbits? I have to show them the baby rabbits. Is that what you're saying? And the reel says, this ain't Canada. Your head doesn't shake when you talk. Are you talking South Park here? Are you? My jaw doesn't articulate. Let's see, where are the baby rabbits? They're in one. Oh, there's some baby bunnies over there. There they are. Milano, how you doing? But even though you guys use Celsius, I'm having fun learning new things. You never stop learning. Tommy says, I'm sitting at my apartment watching the Seattle Mariners versus Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies lead 4-1 over the Mariners. I am a diehard Phillies fan. God, family, and baseball in that order. That's a good order. That's a good order. Nothing wrong with that. Milano says, fine. How are you? Milano, what's wrong, man? What's wrong? You have a bad day? It's all good, man. Enjoy the baby bunnies. That's got to make you feel a little bit better. They're cute. They're cute. There's Mama. There's Mama eating some food. Some babies hiding over there. There's a bunch in the tunnel. They like to go. That's why I put this tunnel in this little box in here so the babies can go in and out of the tunnel. And just gives them that little bit of privacy. Yeah, the babies are just kind of chilling out in the back corner here, doing their thing. Tommy says, family always comes first. Sports are just sports. At the end of the day, the result of the Phillies means nothing to my life. Family is what matters most. Yeah, but sports, you know, I understand the passion in sports. Being someone who used to play a lot of sports, it gives you, it just enhances your social aspect. It gives you something to talk about, something you can relate about, something for people to come together. It's all about community. I mean, that's a big part of church and religion as well. It's the community. So I understand why some people treat sports like a religion, because you can build a community around it. It makes sense. I hear that. But yeah, so here are the baby bunnies. Yeah, we got at least one full white one back there.
2 full white ones.
There's 2 full white ones?
2 full whites and 2 black spotted, or white and black spots.
Do you plan to keep any out of this litter? Anyway, let's go back out here. Doop 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 boom. Goat. Did you look around for any chicken eggs? Let's go take a look in the barn and see if we can find any loose chicken eggs. The chickens, I almost walked into the, come along. The chickens have been laying eggs in random places. They haven't figured out to use the nesting boxes consistently yet. So it's always good just to look around and see where they could have laid some eggs. Every once in a while you find a random one floating around out here. And your rabbits are cute, but they are delicious. I love rabbit. We had rabbit for supper last night, actually. And yes, it is delicious. It's like the dark meat of a chicken. Let's walk over here towards these guys. Hey, girl. Are you trying to distract them to get the chickens in? And the chickens are all coming out now. They want the treats. And a bunch of chickens just out in the yard. Tommy says, watching your live streams around your farm have really taught me a lot of things about farming. I love learning new things. You teach me something new every day. Well, one thing that you'll always learn.
Cows and goats be near your chicken house?
Cows and goats can be trouble. They can be trouble. One thing I didn't teach you, it's fine. It'll be fine for the cattle fencing. But normally when you lay fence posts like this, you actually want to lay them all facing the same way.
I caught on to that after when I got to that corner. These ones are all the same way.
Okay, it'll be fine.
It will be fine, yeah.
But just normally, because then you got to tie them all, and so.
I'll be the one tying it anyway.
Matthew, how you doing? Matthew says, hi, Justin, and everyone else too. We are just chilling with some of the animals, slowly getting the chickens all back into their house for the night. Hey, Faye, Faye, Faye. In she goes.
And you know what? I can't even let them out because I'll get the pigs sick.
It's a tough life. Just grab the food, bring the food out. Matthew says, I'm better than yesterday, but I'll be better tomorrow. Tommy says, your wife, a girl, probably knows more about farming than I do. I bet she'd survive in the woods better than I would, especially the last couple months. Like while I've been hurting, she's been doing it all.
I'm going to try again on the chickens later when the goats and cow are put away.
Yeah. Just wait till the sun's down when these guys go in for their bed.
Yeah.
The chickens will either go into that one or they'll all be gathered around wanting to get into their house.
Nice.
But the goats are trouble.
It's not their fault. They just want the food.
I know.
It's not their fault. No, you're too cute. Yes, you are. Hi, Dad.
And Elsa over there just likes parkour. She likes to live on the edge.
Look how cute this baby is. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's got a really cool forehead hair.
Yeah.
His little floof.
It is. So what they're having right now is actually their mineral treat. They get it once a month. It's important for pregnant and lactating
Just once a month.
cows and goats. Yeah. Heavy duty mineral supplement, better than the block, the mineral block.
What type of chickens do we have?
We have
Rhode Island Reds,
Rhode Island Red, Barred Rockmouth, and Colombian Rockmouth.
Colombian Rockmouth, and Barred Rock.
All of our chicken eggs will be brown from the hens that we have. I would like to next year, even though I'm not a chicken person, I would like to get either some Americanos or some Easter eggers, just to have some cute colored eggs, because our ducks are gonna have fun colored eggs, so it'd be kind of fun if our ducks and our chickens had cool colors. So that's what we have now.
And Joe says hi. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Avery says, hey, how are you feeling? My leg's pretty sore today. I think we're gonna stream for an hour today, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't want to overdo it. I've been overdoing it the last couple of days. My surgery date got bumped up to Monday, so that is that. And Tommy says, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm a city boy. Love fishing. Fishing is a big hobby of mine, but I admit, for the most part, I'm a stereotypical city boy. So it's fun seeing life on a rural farm. I love seeing people who live differently than I do. Milano says, you should try Brahma chickens. Are Brahma chickens, they're egg layers too, right? They're a bigger chicken as far as I see that name come up lots. We didn't do a whole lot of research when it came into chickens because we were gifted these chickens. The person who owned them passed away, and the family gifted us the chickens. So it's not like we did a bunch of research before getting them. It was just more, this is what was given to us. And and Pablo says, hello from Chile. Saludos, Pablo. Matthew says, later I'll go gather some mini sour apples and I'll make applesauce with some normal apples too. Nice. We used to make a lot of crab apple jam and fruit leather. And Avery says, my cow and goats. Whoa. Chicken got a little boop. Hey, Gabby. Gabby. He's so distracted by the food. Look at them, nose to nose. Nose to nose, mowing down. Tommy says, if I don't hear from you before your surgery, good luck, Godspeed. Thank you, man. I'll probably get on a couple more evenings this week and as well as the weekend before the surgery. So we'll be around. And then it's not like when I have the surgery, it's not like I'm going to be down and out for the full 6 weeks. Like I think it's about 6 weeks of mostly bed rest, but they're encouraging me to get up and move around a little bit. And the goal is after 6 weeks, if I can walk around for a half hour at a time, I'm doing okay. So, I mean, we'll probably still get on. It'll just be shorter bursts. And yes, the cowboy hat is on today. We are wearing the cowboy hat. Matthew Oldfield, how you doing, buddy?
This is the reason why rabbits are the best thing to get into first.
Because they're little floof balls at this age.
See how cute this is?
Now, how old would this rabbit be?
2.5 weeks.
2.5
Fluffy,
weeks.
Eyes open. Hello. Happy to walk around, but also so cuddly and cozy. Oh, look how cute that is.
He's got a beard better than mine.
Look how cute that is. Now you asked me for keeping any of these ones. We're going to keep 2 of them. We're going to keep a doe for us, and we're all, look at that. This wants to curl in. A doe for us, and we're actually going to keep a buck for a friend that has given us many things when we were first starting out, kind of thing, animals-wise. And
who needs the buck?
well, I'm not going to say on the internet.
A name is a name.
No. Anyways, and then
What's the initial start with?
Doesn't matter. And we'll raise that buck so that it's ready for breeding for them in the spring.
Okay, so we'll keep it all winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the person who gave us their buck that we they just gave it to us. So
right.
I think it's very fair.
They're getting back into it.
Probably next spring, yeah.
Nice. And Paul says, backward cowboy hat, welcome all. It's not backwards. I'm telling you, man, it's not backwards. And beautiful marketing, Blackbeard. Milano says, good trade, good trade. Yeah, the homesteading community, especially up here in rural Canada, like in the middle of nowhere here, super cooperative, super friendly. Everyone's trying to help each other out. There's no real competition. We're all just here trying to help each other out. And Tommy says, how did you get into farming, if you don't mind me asking? Did you grow up on a farm? No, I grew up in a city as well. And then adult life, spent most of my time living in small rural towns. But it was just 2 years ago. We bought this property. And like I said, the community's so nice. We were gifted our cow. And so by being gifted a cow, I had to fence in the fields and build a barn, and you got to learn right away. We had the rabbits already. We were kind of doing them small time in the backyard. We hadn't bred them in our last house, but we were planning to. And then we moved out here. And then one thing leads to another. You know, you get cows. Well, once you got cows, you get goats. Once you get goats, you get ducks. Once you get ducks, you get chickens. Once you get chickens, you get pigs. And you just learn as you go. So we've only been doing this like properly for 2 years. So, I mean, you learn a lot. I've always been very hands-on carpentry wise. So having some carpentry skills to be able to build outbuildings and you know, throw together barns and stuff, you have to have some skills. I mean, you can learn them as you go, but beyond having some of those basic kind of carpentry skills, you just learn as you go. And a lot of that can be learned. Red Librarian, welcome back to the chat. How are you doing? Mrs. Army, lovely to see you as always. We are doing pretty well tonight. I hope you're doing well as well. Tommy says, city boy like me? I was just like you, Tommy. And then, I mean, I also very much so grew up enjoying fishing. And so like, how do you not want to live on a lake? Doing all the fishing whenever you want. Although I haven't gone fishing much this summer. Maybe we'll find time. Jeff VQ says, good morning. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing? And Tommy says, I'm a city boy from Philadelphia. My grandfather owned property in the Poconos of Pennsylvania. So I grew up spending some time in rural Poconos. And Jeff VQ says, nice cow. This is Gabby. She is a Black Angus, looking pretty. Look at that color, and she's beautiful. She is a Black Angus, and she is currently pregnant. So we'll be having a baby in the spring. And of course, we got the goats. This is Faye. You can see by the giant udders, she's one of our milk goats. And so is Mimi. Now the udders aren't as big as they would be because we've already milked them. And of course, we got Big Daddy Orion on the roof of the chicken coop. Some chickens want in, but the goats are being goats. And so we're just keeping the chickens around. Can I boop the cow? I don't know. She's busy eating treats. I don't know if she'll let me. Here, Gabby, Gabby. Oh, Gabby, Gabby. Head scratches. We'll give you head scratches. Maybe not a boop right now because she's head down eating the treats, but we'll give her some head scratches. And Red Librarian says, "Aw." And Paul says, "What lake is that?" Well, Paul, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. It's my kind of private lake. It's not really a private lake. There is public land access, but I'm pretty well the only person who lives on the lake. And so if I told you what lake it was, I'd basically be telling you my home address. And we're not ready for that. We are not ready for that attention just yet. Darlene, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Whoa, Faye, be careful, be careful. And Tommy says, "Funny, my grandfather is a city boy too, but you would never know it. He loves camping and hunting and fishing. As a child, he would take me camping all the time in his motorhome." And Max Exquisitor, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the chat. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had a good week so far. And yeah, it's good to see you here. And Tommy says, "You don't want to give your address away?" No, I do not. Not right now, not yet. So for anyone who's just joining the chat, we've got a bunch of our longtime subscribers here, but feel free to join the chat, anyone who's new. We live at an off-grid homestead, so 156 acre peninsula on the lake. That's what a peninsula is. We got the cows and the ducks and the goats. And yeah, well, I'll show you the ducks in a second. And we're also chatting, so anyone who wants to talk, I'm trying to read every comment, so you guys feel free to chat away. Jeff says, "The lake is off limits." Good. Don't tell me the address for safety purposes. Tommy says, "I would be scared to give my home address away. You are smart not to want to give it away." And Ben, welcome to the chat. Ben, it has been a little while because we're both busy creating some content out here. Guys, go check out Ben Outdoors content. I know some of you, Tommy, you mentioned you like fishing. Go check out Ben Outdoors. He is a young man who is pumping out the good YouTube content. Ben is out there growing his channel fast. He's almost at 5,000 subscribers last I checked. And, you're going to get a daily dose of fishing memes, fishing content, good catches, good releases, the odd guide or tutorial out there. He's got some long form videos as well. Every once in a while, he hops on live, just like me, and has a good social time with you guys. So check out Ben Outdoors. And speaking of outdoors, TH Outdoors is in the chat. Guys, that I always love it when you guys support each other. So go check out everyone's channels. And anyone who's in the chat, if you guys have a channel and want a shout out, by all means, that's what we're here for. I love growing the community. And look at the chicken. Look at the chicken, guys. Faye is just like, "What are you doing on my back?" But she don't mind. She's here for it. 831 Avo says, "Any fruit trees?" So this homestead was pretty well, I don't want to say abandoned, but it has been overrun. It has not been maintained until I got it 2 years ago. I bought it. But before that, it was about 5 years that it's been kind of neglected. And I'm sure I've got some apple trees hiding in the forest, but the forest is overgrown about 20 feet from where it originally was. And so we got to cut this back, and I'm hoping to find some wild fruit trees out there. But beyond the wild fruit trees, over there, I did plant an orchard. They're fenced in area. I planted some apple trees, pear trees, plum trees, elderberry. So I did plant a little bit of an orchard. I've got wild Saskatoons and choke cherries. So there is some edibles that way. Tons of mushrooms on the property. We've been finding lots of lobster mushrooms, which are delicious. And yeah, just a lot of fish, right? This property is primed for eating. We got the lake all around the house. And Jeff says, good job. You are monetized. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we hit that. We're at 1,700 subscribers. We got monetized, accepted into the program probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And 831 Avo, meaning avocado, says, avocado gem, avocado tree giveaway on my channel. And Tommy says, how do you get monetized on YouTube? Do you mean monetized? So to get monetized on YouTube, there's 2 tiers. The first tier, which allows for donations, is 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. Or I think it's 3 million YouTube short views in, is it 90 days? Or the other is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And that gets you fully into the program, or 10 million YouTube short views in 90 days. And Jeff says, do you have AdSense pin? So I don't have AdSense on just yet. We're at about 3,800 watch hours. And every one of these streams gets us like 30 to 100 watch hours. So like we're only a couple streams away from getting the ad revenue, but we're not quite there yet. I actually would really like to get the ad revenue before I have my surgery on Monday. Because I'm about to have back surgery, which is going to make me not able to live stream quite as much. Charlie, I see you there. Hey, Charlie. Sorry, I missed your first comment. But I am about to have back surgery on Monday. It's going to lay me up for a little bit. And so it'd be nice to get those couple hundred hours before I get laid up. But we're going to get there soon enough. I'm already in the partner program. So I've got, like I said, I got like 3,800 hours. So we've already received some donations from some kind folks. Yeah, the ad revenue will be coming next. Let's take a look at the ducks. And Matthew, sorry I missed your last comment. Matthew had said, oh boy, I missed his last comment 3 times. Matthew, I'm sorry, I missed it like 4 times. How far do I got to scroll, Matthew? Matthew says, later I'll go gather some mini sour apples. Matthew, I think I caught that one. I read that. Did I miss a different one after that? Say it again. I can't scroll that far. And Charlie says, do you kill them? Do you mean the animals? So my goats are for milk. So this is my breeder. We breed them. And then all my other ones here are females other than Bast. The cow, she's being bred. She is pregnant. And so she is a Black Angus meat cow. And so I don't plan to eat her, but I do plan to sell off her babies. So that's a thing. My chickens, they're for eggs. These are all egg layers. Albeit the surplus roosters I had a few extra roosters, I did butcher them. The rabbits are mostly breeders, although we do eat the surplus rabbits as well. The goats are just crazy, but the goats are for milk. So the goats are for milk. These are all dairy goats. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Isn't that right? She is an Alpine Toggenburg. She is actually her baby. Her baby. And then the ducks in here are all for eggs. Hi, ducks. These guys are all for eggs. Got to keep the goats out, though, of the log cabin. And FFFFFF says, oh, you have a new cow there. Gabby's been here pretty well the whole time, except I had her out breeding with the neighbor's bull for a month. So she wasn't here for about a month, but we bottle fed her. She's our baby. I did have her husband on the farm, and he was our breeder, our bull, but he got aggressive and started trying to kill me. So I ate him, but that's just part of the farm life. And Charlie says, I'm unsubbing. Bye-bye. Sorry, Charlie. That is part of homesteading, though. If you don't like people eating animals, wrong channel for you. And Milano says, why doesn't the cow leave her young ones? Why doesn't the cow leave her young ones? I think they help in producing milk and meat. What do you mean by why doesn't the cow leave her young ones? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I am not sure what you mean by that. But Gabby is a beautiful cow. Here's a little boop for Avery. Oh, Gabby. You know what? Her turning her head is a good thing because it's showing submission. It's showing that she doesn't want to challenge me with a direct face-to-face front. That's a good thing. My male cow didn't do that. He would throw headbutts at you. But her turning away, she's letting you get close. She's still she's submissive. It's just in the cow world, if you go head to head with each other, you know, now you're talking like fighting like a bull. And oh, she doesn't like that. She doesn't want to fight. She is our good girl. So she is probably about, I would say I'd put her at about 800 pounds. A full-size Black Angus heifer like this should be around 900 pounds to 1,000, around 1,000 pounds. She's a little bit on the small side, but that's because her mama abandoned her and she was bottle fed. And so she didn't get all the nutrition she should have. You know what she wants? Gabby. Oh, she wants to kill the tree. So here, Gabby. Here. Oh, yes. Some fresh leaves for you. Oh, yes. Ah, the goats are all trying to get me too. Okay. Oh, Gabby. Gabby, you almost stepped on a goat. Hey, Elsa, are you okay? Yeah, you're okay. I think she stepped on her foot a little bit, but she was walking away, so it's sore, but she'll be okay. I will inspect you in a little bit, but I think you're fine. Oh, there goes the whole branch. And oh boy, cancel. Cancel. There we go. Sorry, I had something on my finger and it wouldn't let me cancel. And Paul says, feed it to the dog. She loves hooves and horns. Sorry guys, I got some gunk on my phone when I pulled that down and it's not letting me, it thinks that something's touching the phone. I need to, there we go, wipe some of the slobber off. Okay, sorry, we're back. Matthew, you gotta, oh, there we go. There's Matthew. Don't forget, if you find antlers hunting or your goats pass away, I would like to have the horn and or hooves. I have projects I would like to do with it. I will keep that in mind, Matthew. I will keep that in mind. She's okay. She's got a little bit of a sore leg, but she's walking again. She's a little sore. She might have got a little stepped on. And Gabby's acting like a giraffe. She's using that long tongue. And Matthew says, I don't know why YouTube wasn't sending my comment. I don't know, but I got it that time. Robert says, can the cows / goats stay out all winter? Yes. Yeah, these are all winter breeds. So not all cows and not all goats can, but these are all winter hardy breeds. They are all good for the Canadian winter. They've got that nice thick coat of hair on them, and it thickens up in the winter, just like a dog, right? They get a thicker coat for the winter. They kind of fluff up a bit, and then in the spring, when it starts warming up, they start shedding, just like a dog. Jeff says, shadow banned, Matthew. You probably violated something. He's not shadow banned. And Milano said, that means when the young cows grow up, they will produce milk and meat. So what a lot of farmers do, let me flip you around. So what a lot of farmers do is when you're trying to grow your herd of cows, so I'm buying 2 more heifers this fall from another farmer, Shorthorns, a different breed than her. But what a lot of farmers do when they're trying to grow their herd is you'll breed your cows, have the babies, sell the babies off, and for every 2 babies you sell, you can buy a full size that's ready to breed. And that way you don't have to wait the 1.5 years to breed them. You can just keep breeding them, build up your inventory of full-size cows, and have diverse genes. If you just keep keeping the babies, which is fine, you can do that, it's going to be a longer time between breeding cycles, and you're not going to get that genetic diversity. And so, you know, you just got to kind of pay attention a little bit to the inbreeding. And Robert says, what's smarter, your brightest cow or your dimmest dog? Oh, your brightest cow is smarter than your dimmest dog, that's for sure. They can be mischief. They know how to get out of fences. They know how to, you know, get your attention. When they're upset, they will moo and they will pace back and forth. They'll tell you what they want. They'll call you over. They're not dumb. They're not dumb animals. They're herd animals. And so if the leader of the herd is dumb, then the whole herd seems dumb. But they're really not dumb. I mean, it's not like a dog that chews off its own leg. You know what I mean? And Jeff says, only minor violation because shadow ban, it'll go away soon. Charlie's back, says, okay, why do you kill the animals you have eggs to eat? Why do you eat meat? Because when I am ready, I can run my own farm for crops and eggs. I love animals. Why do you kill you have eggs or crops? So one of the things you have to keep in mind, especially with chickens, is you can only really have one rooster for every 10 hens. If you have too many roosters, they will kill each other. It's a pecking order, it's dominance, it's a fight for the female's attention. And so if you have too many male animals, they fight with each other. And it almost goes that way for everything. Too many male rabbits, too many male cows, too many male goats, the chickens and the ducks. If you don't keep the good ratio for breeding, they will fight with each other and eventually kill each other. So what is more humane? Doing a quick death and eating the animal, consuming it, or letting them fight each other until one dies? I'm sure you've heard of chickens cannibalizing each other, eating each other. You know, you got to keep that at bay. You don't want to have that. So it's really, you know, it's all part of it. I think it's far more humane. Now, I can agree with someone who wants to be a vegetarian. Sure, if you want to be a vegetarian, you definitely don't want to be harvesting your own animals. I get that. But if you eat meat at a grocery store, I would argue that is more cruel than taking responsibility for your food and processing your own food. You know, at least here, I know that these guys have a good life. They're being well raised. They're being well treated. They're healthy. They're fit. You know, they're looking good. You know, I know that these guys are being well taken care of. And so if I chose to eat one, at least I know that they are living a good life up until that last moment and, you know, butchered in a humane way. And Charlie said, I had 2 roosters and one died from a fox. I know, those dang foxes. We lost some ducks last winter. We lost a couple ducks. And Charlie says, I don't care, I'm an animal lover. And I can appreciate that. But I mean, if you're gonna eat meat at a grocery store, it's no different, arguably worse than taking responsibility and harvesting your own food. Robert says, I love my animals too. You can hire a grocery store hitman for your food, or you can do it like he does. Exactly. I mean, again, I can understand the argument for people not wanting to see or want animals butchered if they're vegetarian. But if you're going to eat meat at the grocery store, I think taking responsibility for the meat yourself is the more responsible way to do it. And are you going to buy a horse? You know what? We're looking at getting a donkey. We might get horses down the road, but right now we're really trying to purpose build this farm. And so every animal on here is for some level of consumption, whether it be meat or byproduct like milk, cheese, eggs. Hello, chicken, you're on the roof. And so a horse isn't quite as useful for us as something like a donkey. At least a donkey can be a good protector animal to try to keep away. Gabby, stop rubbing against the building. So at least, woo! At least a donkey can be a good protector against the foxes and coyotes and wolves. Not quite the same for horses. Maybe down the road, like we have the property for it. Our closest neighbor about 1.5 miles away has horses. So like we could definitely do it, but just not right away. And Alan Alfonso says, hi, how you doing, Alfonso? Humble Yourself says, it's just food, Charlie. Charlie says, Jeff, you hater. And Matthew says, what a donkey can do. donkeys can actually kill foxes, but they make a ton of noise. A donkey makes a ton of noise, and they can defend your herd against smaller animals like smaller coyotes and foxes. Kermudge in Alaska says, hello at My Wildlife. Guys, go check out Kermudge in Alaska's channel. They have an awesome channel, 50,000 plus subscribers. They're out there roughing it in Alaska. They are living the dream that a lot of you guys who are liking my content would love to see. Super humble, super nice people. Go check out Robert and his wife at Kermudge in Alaska. I really encourage you guys to go support them. They make fantastic content. I enjoy watching it, and I'm sure you guys will as well. And Milano says, you can do a cool edit with horses. I know. Every animal's adorable. Every animal is a content-making machine. They're all adorable. Everyone loves everything. I really like the goats. My favorite animal on the homestead is actually the goats. They've just got so much character. They are definitely trouble. They can be trouble. I'm looking at you, Faye. I'm looking at you. But they are so adorable and just so much personality. Like, look at little Bast here. Look at the little man coming in for the head scratches. Hello, buddy. Hello. Hi. I mean, even the chickens kind of grow on you a little bit. And Jeff says, Charlie, you don't eat meat but eggs? It's an animal product, you know. Avery says, I'm back. Did you miss me? We always miss you. Curmudgeon says, hello, Paul, Avery, Matthew. And Charlie says, bro, please, I'll do anything to get you to not kill them, please. Well, if it's any consolation, I've already done all my butchering for the year. So none of the remaining ones are going to get butchered. So everything you see here is for keeps. So don't worry about that. Every animal here is for keeps. They are all producers. And Brandon says, hey there, brother, long time. Animals are looking amazing. Thank you, Brandon. Everyone is doing well. We got the chickens. We finally got the coop built, the mobile tractor. And I'm hoping that this weekend I can quickly bump off I'm going to put the winter coop in behind it. I might move the whole thing back further in behind this building. I haven't decided yet, but for now it's right here. That's why it's mobile. It's heavy, but it's mobile. And so, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where I decide to finally put it. But the plan is to build a tunnel off the back towards another building that mirrors this, but flipped around the other way so that the snow is going to fall in between. Have a tunnel across to it. And then instead of it being on the ground, it will be raised up, say, the bottom of the nesting box. So I'll have a platform in there. And that way I could put a heater in there. I could put a door from the side that opens. And that way the chickens have a nice warm spot for the winter, but still access to this yard. So they can still come out here, but their main house will be behind it. And that'll be their warm winter house. And Brandon says, how's the family? How's the rest of them? How are you? And everything is, everyone's doing good, man. I have to have a back surgery on Monday. So that's going to put me out for about 6 weeks. You know, the goal is by the end of the 6 weeks that I can walk for about a half hour at a time. I'm confident I'll be better than that. But in that time, when we can, we'll get in some shorter live streams. So maybe half-hour live streams whenever I can. And then I'm going to get a lot more short-form content and long-form content because I'm going to have time to edit. I have been building up video footage of long-form content, but I just enjoy these live streams too much. So instead of sitting there editing long-form videos, I'm sitting here hanging out with you guys. Which is awesome. I love it. But if I'm going to be lying in bed and got time on my hands, a couple of things that I plan to do. One, I want to finish designing my next house. So I've already started the architectural design on AutoCAD for my next house. I've already got all the structural walls in and stuff, but I need to just finish the layout and the electrical and plumbing diagrams. So I want, you know, if I'm going to have 6 weeks, I might as well do it. And so I'm going to design the next house. And then I am going to probably try to work my way through American Sign Language University, ASL University, on lifeprint.com. I've already done like the first little bit there, the first semester, but I'd like to work my way through it. And then, of course, I've got time to edit videos for you guys. So that's kind of my plan over the next couple of weeks while I'm laid up. And Jerry Head says, what state are you in? The 51st. Welcome to Northern Canada. We are in Northern Canada. And Paul says, you could do a night in the making, like school tomorrow. I have no idea what that meant, Paul. And Charlie says, bro, you don't have a girlfriend? No, I do not have a girlfriend. I have a wife and 5 children. Avery says, can you boop a goat for me? Faye, are you going to let me, Faye? Are you going to let me? Boop. And Jerry says, welcome. I am just going to, sorry, I'm going to put, you know, I don't normally do this, but Charlie, I'm going to put you on a timeout here because you're being a little bit not constructive to the conversation. And I saw Only Goats Farm says, hey, caught you live. Only Goats Farm, how are you doing? Are you still around? Did I miss you? Did I ignore you too long? I hope you're still there. Say hi again. And the goats are super chill. The goats are awesome. The goats are so much fun. Let me give you a little bit of a head count here. So this is Maple. She is half fainter goat, half Nubian. Only Goats Farm. There we are. Guys, I really encourage you guys to go check out Only Goats Farm. They have a YouTube channel as well. They're putting out some amazing content. If you guys like homesteading and you guys love goats, go check out Only Goat Farm. They are another YouTuber. I'm subscribed, and I think you guys should subscribe as well. Humble Yourself says, no way, bro. Boop a goat without getting butted. The goats, you know what? So, a couple things. One, I spent a lot of time with these goats. I spent a lot of time with them. And so they're all super friendly. They you know, we're here every day. You really don't have to worry about these eye pokers. The goats are just the best. They're like little dogs. Look at her. She's just coming up to say hello. She wants the attention too. You really don't have to worry about getting headbutt with them. They'll headbutt each other, just like that. But Evie, are you okay? Are you okay, girl? Are you okay, little puppy? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. But the goats are super friendly. If you spend time with your animals, if you show them love, if you just take care of them, and you're out there with them every day, you got nothing to worry about. Of course, you could have an aggressive animal. My cow, my bull, got aggressive. Bulls tend to do that. So I ate them. And that's just the way you treat your homestead animals. If you've got an aggressive rooster, he's got to go. If you've got an aggressive goat, they got to go. But for the most part, if you're spending the time and you're working with them, you learn their mannerisms and they learn you, you're going to have a good time. And goats love boops. And Curmudgeon says, sub to Only Goats Farm. And Humble Yourself says, ours wilder. Only Goats Farm says, is that a mini Alpine? So this is an Alpine Toggenburg. I'm going to give you the road call. Alpine Toggenburg, baby Alpine Toggenburg. We've got a silky mixed with pygmy goat. That's also a silky pygmy goat. It's his son. He's a wether because he's been castrated. This is a mini Nubian, which is a Nigerian dwarf mixed with Nubian. That's another Nigerian dwarf mixed with Nubian. And over there, that is a straight pygmy goat. And guys, settle down, Maple. Oh, you okay, Elsa? You just fell off the roof. I want to say Oreo is hiding in the barn. Let's go see where Oreo is, because there's one more who is a pygmy goat. And that's kind of the road, that's kind of the head count there. And everyone, asking for boops is my thing. Jeff says a small goat is a kid, a goat kid. Here's Oreo. Oreo's a pygmy goat as well. Oreo is a little bit more hesitant. She's a little bit more, I don't want to say ostracized, but Faye, tends to pick on her a little bit. So you see Faye coming, and Oreo walks away. She's like, I'm not getting into a fight with her. She's got a bigger head than me. And what's the best breed of goat for milk and meat? So they kind of do different things. So the Alpine Toggenburg is a full-size goat, which is designed for volume of milk. So we get, you're going to get 2 gallons a day of milk off of her when she's in full production. Whereas her, you're more likely to get half a gallon to a gallon. Hers is for volume, but it's a low butter fat. It's a low fat content. The Nubian, the mini Nubian, is less volume, but way creamier, like 5 to 7% cream. And so when I'm making cheese and stuff, I usually mix them together. Hers has a bit of that goaty flavor because it's got less fat in it. Hers just tastes like creamer. Hers tastes better than cow's milk. And so they kind of do different things. And then for meat, you're looking towards the pygmy goats. The pygmy goats are bred primarily for meat because they get stocky really fast versus lanky. They'll put on a little more size as far as that goes. They're still a miniature goat breed. So they're, I think a Boer, a B-O-E-R, a Boer is a better meat breed. They're a full size. But I mean, if you don't want to take on too much, the pygmies are a good breed. And Only Goat says, Nubians are my favorite. And Charlie is saying, hello, Charlie, you're back. You're back from timeout. We just got to keep things chill, Charlie. Don't worry, man. All these guys are here for the long haul. It's okay. And Only Goat says,
Walk that way with the goats.
I went to see, you want me to walk that way?
Yeah, because I was going to come out because you were walking that way.
Okay, come here, goats. Come here, goats. Oh, there's Elsa eating from mom. So they just get right in there and they just do their thing. So she's having some milk. And they are not gentle about it. And when mom's had enough, mom just walks away. Avery, it's all good. It was a temporary timeout. I'm glad to see Charlie back. As long as we're keeping it chill, I'm glad to see Charlie back. And Charlie says, I am a girl. Hi. You wanted me to come this way, so I came this way.
Yeah. I want you to. If you could go that way and call.
Goats. Come here, goats. Come here, goaties. Goats. Come here. Do we have any food scraps left over here? So if I drop you guys, it's because I went too far away from the Wi-Fi. I gave them some food scraps yesterday. It looks like they're not a big fan of bok choy. Come here, goats. And Avery says, tell your wife I say hi. And Jeff says, cutest goat with the mom. Yes, there is Elsa and Faye. Goats, come here, goats. Come here, what's this? What's this? I got some peppers. Come here, goats. They're going back for my wife because she's going to the chickens. Goats. Come here, goaty, 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 goaty. Faye. Come here, Faye. Come here, goats. They're not going to give you an easy time. They're going for it. Mimi's going for it. Charlie, it's all good. I hear you. It's good that you're an animal lover. I can appreciate that. I love all the animals as well. It's just some of them I have for the purpose of meat, others for byproduct as pets. And all like these milk producers like Faye, they're all pets, man. We try to take good care of them. Faye, it's okay, Faye. Boop. Head scratches. And some head scratches. Get right in behind those antlers where it's hard to reach. Get your sides. Give you a nice little scritch. Nice little scritch. And Mulatto says, isn't pepper harmful to them? I don't know. They obviously don't like it. They didn't eat it. They're pretty good about knowing what they can and can't eat. For the most part, I try to pay attention, like, keeping away from like onions and things like that. But what happens is I collect giant loads of expired groceries or groceries that are just being rotated out. So they're all in good shape, but they're being rotated out from the grocery store. And like, we're talking, for my little skid steer over there, like 4 or 5 bucket loads full of groceries. And so I try to sort through it as best I can, but then you just got to dump it in. And Only Goats Farm says, I keep calling all of mine too. See, you got the goat collars. Yeah, the nice thing about the collars, so what happens with a goat is if I grab her by the horn, she's gonna pull away. So you see her putting her head down, she's trying to pull away from me. But if I just grab her by the collar, I don't have to pull, but if I just walk with her, she's gonna walk wherever I take her without me choking her. So we're just going in circles here. Like if I want her to go into the barn here, come on, Faye. I'm just gently holding this and she's gonna walk to the barn. Even if she doesn't really want to. Okay, I'm not gonna make you go in. I'm not gonna make you go in. But if I tried to grab her by the horn, she's not coming. She's not coming. Head down. She knows she's not coming. And so the collar, you know, I'm not pulling hard. I'm not choking her with it, but the collar allows me to walk with her. And so, yeah, we got the collars on all of them, except for Maple because we can't catch Maple. I caught her once, but we didn't have a collar for her. I can almost never catch Maple. She is lightning in a bottle. And so, anyone have any other questions? Anything you guys want to know? Curmudgeon says, I wonder if the geo-tracker collars work. Out on... My wife says, yes, they do work. We have friends with them. Did you guys hear that? Range is an issue with the ones made in Canada. But the thing is with us, we're a peninsula. And so our land, you know, we don't have neighbors. We're on a peninsula. And the goats are a lot like dogs. They don't go anywhere. They stay as a herd. They don't run away. So it's a non-issue for us, particularly, because again, we don't have any there's no back roads they can go wandering down. There's no neighbors' properties they can get lost on. And so trying to keep track of the animals with trackers is really a non-issue. What we do is when we first get a new animal, we will lock it in the barn for, you know, a couple weeks if it takes that long. And we'll spend a lot of time every day with that animal because we've had issues. We had one where we got a new cow, and the cow just kept running and jumping the fences and going into the forest. And so about 5 days in a row, having to run in the forest and find the cow and then chase the cow back into the fields, it was time to eat it. And so that would have been one where a tracker might have been nice because then it would have been a lot easier. I had to just bushwhack until I eventually found a cow. And you would be surprised at how well a cow does in the forest. The cows are really, really hard to find and catch in the forest because nothing stops them. They go through the thickest brush and they blend in really well. They like to They like to get into the thick of it and bed down. And so it's surprisingly hard to find a cow in the bush. Gabby. And so, yeah. Oh, Lily, don't chase her. Someone's going to get hurt.
Justin, I could use you to guard the thing if there's any more.
Okay. I'm going to guard the chicken enclosure and let the chickens in one at a time here. Lily, don't chase the cow. Some people's dogs, eh? And TH Outdoor says, are you going to take us on a boat ride eventually? I was thinking about it last weekend and then we got really busy. We will see if we ever get time to take the live stream out on the boat. Because I was going to do it on Saturday, but then we got tied up. Hello, Elsa. And Freshly says, how you doing, Justin? I'm good, man. How are you? And Only Goats Farm says, I love my no fence collars. You're lucky with your property setup. Yes, I don't have a collar on her. She was a little harder to catch early on, but she's getting calmer as she gets older.
Yeah, how do you get the chickens off the roof?
If you can't get the chickens off the roof, just leave them. They'll be fine. They're not easy to get off the roof. Once they get up there, it's...
They need to get down.
You could try to poke their butts and hope they jump, but beyond grabbing a broom which might be more detrimental than beneficial. I would just leave them.
Okay, well, do you want to take a little, wander in there and see if I've missed any?
I think you're good. What you have there is all there is. Gabby. No, thank you, Gabby. Oh, and hi. Milano says you should stream hunting something one day. You know what, Milano? The problem is you can't live stream with the rifle. I got banned one time from live streaming because I was out walking in the woods with my rifle because we had a coyote problem, and I got a permanent live stream ban. However, I was able to appeal it, and YouTube let me back on here. But you're not allowed to have a firearm on live stream, so I can't do a hunting live stream. And it makes sense. I do understand it. Someone with a gun on live stream is just too unpredictable for YouTube. And two, there's a lot of people like Charlie who really do not want to see a hunting live stream. They don't want to see someone shooting at animals. And I totally understand that. And for live streams like this, because anyone can just join the live stream, it could be detrimental. So I understand not allowing rifles on live stream. Now, long form content is different. You're allowed on long form content, but not live streams. And I saw Gary the Snail saying, Justin, I'm glad to see you guys are doing well. Gary, long time no see. How are you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well.
I cannot get them down.
I know. They're tricky. Or you had a broom handle to poke them in the butt. Oh, you got a stick. Oh, he's coming down. Yes, only Goats Farm. You can only do videos with rifles, but no live streams. And Kermudge, yep. Come on, chicken. Kermudge In says, yeah, we have to be careful up here. We always have to have a weapon on us. Come on in, chicken. I got a goat eating my hat.
There we go.
Boom. Don't eat my head. Don't eat my head, good girl. And Avery says, I love to go hunting. Charlie says, no. And Gary says, I'm doing great, thank you. Charlie says, be right back. Only Goats Farm says, even just having it on you walking, yes. If the gun is shown at all, even for a frame of the video, you will get banned. And Only Goat says, what about bows? Still a no? So I have done some archery again. Whoa! I've done archery against a target, and that was okay. But if you're using it in a hunting application, it is then considered a firearm. So if you're using it for target shooting, it is just sports equipment. But if you're using it for hunting, it is now a firearm, and you're back into the no bueno. And I mean, maybe you would slip by and maybe they'd let you. But I have too much fun with you guys to risk getting banned. Again. And Derico says, deja vu. How you doing, Derico? Derico, don't go deleting people's chats. Don't go deleting people's donation letters. Gary the Snail says, Justin, when did you shave the beard? So to update you, Gary, because it's been a while, I have to have a back surgery next week. They're going to do what's called a discectomy. They're going to cut out some of the disc between my vertebrae. And so I was laid up in the hospital for a few days, and I was feeling really scraggly. I was feeling just, I don't know. You know, it felt like the couple days I was in the hospital, my beard was just growing way too long, getting in my lips, and blah. And I was sitting there trimming, and I just grabbed the buzzer and buzzed it off. And I figure, whoa! I tried to show you guys, but I guess we're looking at me. Went sliding down the great big slide. Yep. And so anyway, while I was having my midlife crisis, I just decided to buzz it off. But
without any consultation.
Without telling my wife or kids, it was a surprise. But we are in the process of growing it back.
Let the record know. I love him no matter what. I love him no matter what.
Wait. There. I can't flip the screen around.
But he shaved it off after 9 years without so much as consultation, warning, discussion. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And then I got behind the shaved face, and then he decides to start letting it slowly grow back in, again without any consultation. How do you think about this? Oh well, whatever. He'll probably shave it up again in 2 days. You never know.
My wife and everybody, including myself, hates this phase of growing a beard.
You
Like,
don't know that because you don't ask me.
the growing it back in phase where you just look dusty. But if I'm gonna be lying in bed a lot for 6 weeks while I heal from this back surgery, I might as well grow the beard back. No better time to regrow it than when I don't have to show my face to everybody. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? And Curmudgeon said, I have a friend that live streams while hunting. However, he does not show the bow or the kill shot. And Charlie says, I am back. Only Goats Farm says, it's in their terms and conditions that making private videos doesn't avoid strikes. Yes, I have seen people who have gotten themselves banned from YouTube by posting videos that they don't plan to share with anyone. You're done?
Move, I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Close the duck door.
Close the duck door. The duck, oh, okay. And Arlene says, have a vote, beard or no beard? I say no beard. Gary the Snail says, I sincerely hope your surgery goes well. Thank you. Here, I mean, I could do a quick little, poll. Beard or shave? Shave, beard. And start a poll. Obviously, I look scraggly right now. I look very scraggly right now, but that's because the beard's not here in its glory. When the beard is here in its full glory, you know, I'm a fan of it. As one of you guys said one time, one of the subscribers said, before you shaved, you look like you could survive the apocalypse. After you shaved, you look like you could file my taxes. Now again, I look more scraggly than normal right now because we're in the mustache and chin hair phase. But when it's a full beard, it is glorious. I'm trying to figure out where to put the poll so that I can still see you guys. There we go. And so, I lean towards a beard. And so far, 77% of you lean towards a beard. And Curmudgeon says, oh, where did I see it? It was one of our first live streams. It's been a number of years, so I do not think they will look at it much. And Derrico saying beard. Avery says shave. Charlie got timed out for a minute. And Gary says beard. Derrico says beard is winning. Rosalinda, welcome back to the chat. How are you doing? She says beard. Again, I look scraggly right now because I'm in the process of growing it back. And I'm not one of those guys where in 5 days I have a full beard. This is day 3 of not shaving. The cheeks come in way slower than the rest. This comes in fast. This is like, I get a Mario mustache in like by 5 p.m. I got the full Mario going the same day. And Milano says the beard gives prestige for real. Charlie says, why did I get timed out? I have no idea. Sorry, Charlie. But yeah. I mean, it's only 14 votes, but we are at 79% saying beard. And I agree. Now, how do I get rid of that? Boom, gone. And Avery says, Charlie, do not spam or I will put you in timeout. Avery, don't worry about Charlie. Don't worry. Charlie's behaving. Charlie's being good. Charlie's here to chat. We're all good, man. Keep Charlie in. I'll pay attention. And Matthew says, or Curmudgeon says, I never had facial hair until we moved to Alaska. Problem is, it is white, and I hardly have any whites on the top of my head. Curmudgeon, Rob You look glorious with a beard. Don't shave. Don't shave. I want to be like you. Charlie, I'm not sure what Avery was seeing. I'm not sure. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. You know, the only problem, the only problem with moderation is that I can't override it. And so if someone makes a mistake and bans time someone out by mistake, I can't override it. I wish I had an override button just so I could bring someone back, because there are mistakes that happen. It does happen. And Derico says, my beard keeps coming in more and more gray. Yeah, I know. My chin whiskers are very gray. We got a beautiful sunset over there. All of the goats. So we got all of the chickens in for the night, except for one. And one thing I need to do on here, let's see if there's any chickens hiding in here. One thing I need, yep, oh yeah, there's a lot of chickens in here. One thing I need to do with the nesting boxes here is I need to build a little lip on the back edge. Right now there's no lip on the back edge, so when they're coming up and down, the hay I have in the nesting boxes is falling forward. And so I need to put just a ledge. I just need to run a little ledge on the inside. But yes, we got 3 in that one, 2 in that one, 1 in that one. Watch your tail, rooster. Watch your tail. I don't want to pinch your tail. So the nesting boxes are working. I love it. I love it. I love it. We just got to lock them up so that they're safe for the night. There. Oh boy. There we go. Locked back up. Nice and safe. And Gary says, beautiful sunset. Only Goats Farm says, ooh, maybe I've seen you as a mod. Matthew says, no, I'm not a YouTuber, but a moderator on like 14 channels. I'm like reading your guys' conversation in reverse. And Curmudgeon says, now that I cut my hair all off and I shave, I will look very young. Sarah would not be happy. Yeah, that was my wife's response. My wife's response was, you're not allowed to shave because now you made me look older. But now that I did shave, she doesn't want me to grow it back. She doesn't want to go through the trauma of watching the scraggly beard come back. She likes it when it's here. She doesn't like it while it's growing. Lily, goodbye. Let's try to position this angle with some goats in the sunset. Catch that beautiful sunset. And Milano says, you interrupted their sleep. I know. But I had to see if they were using the nesting boxes. And Avery says, I'm a YouTuber. Guys, go check out Avery. Avery, I think, what do you got? You got some videos from your recent vacation. Is that correct? I believe I am subscribed. And Curmudge in Alaska is giving people the link to Avery's channel. Thank you, Rob. And where's Lily hanging out? She just jumped out. She just went out and under the house, probably. She likes to go right there. There's Lily. Lily! Drinking some water. Lily's just doing her thing over there. Only goats. One thing I do is I always, you can click in